But here's the thing: don't have a gender reveal party. Don't have one of those. Here we are, episode number 6. And Lance, he uploaded episode number 5 as number 4. So there was 2 episode 4. So thanks for that, Lance.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
You did fix it. So that's good. But yeah, coronavirus kicking off. It's going off. Also, guys, I'm sorry. I know the audio quality for these recent ones hasn't been as good as the other ones. It's because I'm doing it at home into my laptop. So with like a fucking catch of the day microphone, as I covered off in one other podcast. Catch of the day doesn't give a fuck. They just go off their fuck. They just go off. They just send whatever. They don't even care. They haven't even fucking got any. I don't even know. I don't even know if I just think, I feel like Catch of the Day. I feel like Catch of the Day is just a bunch of fucking people sitting around. And they're just like, all right, what's left? And they just check out the back. There's just one big hairy dude. He's just always goes up and just looks. He's like, yeah, we've got fucking 3 electronic toothbrushes that have USB lights on them. Yeah, all right, put them up, $10 each. And then everything's cheap, and then you can just afterpay it, so you can pay 30 cents a fucking year or whatever it is, you know. But anyway, so that's what happened. And then I got this microphone. So, but I know the quality isn't as good as what it has been in the past, guys. So I do apologize for that. But I promise that once coronavirus blows over, look, I'm probably going to get like a new setup pretty soon, hopefully. So that'll fix it a bit. But once coronavirus blows over, I'll be able to go back to get together with Lance, and we'll be able to obviously get on board the be in the same room train, which involves also, good mics and just doing it straight into his computer, which is good. So that's really good. Fucking God, could be stage 4 restrictions now. I mean, you can't do anything. Eventually it'll be like stage 4, which is like, you can only go outside for food and medical supplies, and that's it. So fucking, I mean, Uber Eats would just be making a killing, wouldn't they? They'd just be killing it. Oh, imagine they would just be smoking it out of the house. No, everyone is so lazy usually and just gets Uber. I mean, I would just get Uber Eats, like, honestly, like fucking, I reckon 3 times a week normally. And now, I mean, I've actually been pretty good, but I could just imagine, like, I remember one of my friends I used to work with just said he got it 3 times in a day once, which is the whitest thing you can ever do in the world ever. Get Uber Eats 3 times a day. That's so fucking, that is the most, it's the worst. But then, like, imagine all the people that are just getting it all the time, but try not to, because it just costs so much money. But yeah, stage 4, that means you can only, I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but that means you can only just go out for food or medical supplies. You can't even go out to exercise. That's fucked, Stage 4. Well, how many more stages can they possibly have? Like, imagine if it gets to like stage 5, where it's like you're not allowed to leave your own. You're not allowed to leave your bedroom. It just gets to that point. And then stage 6, you have to wear the same clothes. You're not allowed to take off your clothes. You're not allowed to change clothes. And then Stage 7 would be you have to lay face down in your bath and not move until it's over. It's just going to get worse and worse until eventually, fuck it. It's like stage 10. Everyone has to move out of Victoria and get rentals in New South Wales, which would be the worst thing ever. Imagine that. Fuck. Imagine living in New South Wales. Oh, who wants to? No, I don't know. I haven't been there that much, but I just would never live there. New South Wales. As I said in previous podcasts, everybody that lives there is a businessman who is real fucking angry. That's all they are. And English people, that's it. English people only live in New South Wales. And that's it. You know what I mean? No one else will live there except English people. And then girls who have Instagram, and then they just put on their Instagram for business inquiries, here's my email. It's like, well, what do you mean? You just take photos of yourself in your room. Like, why do you need that? Like, I don't understand. It's like, for business inquiries, hit me up here. And it's like, Shelley_Jackson@gmail.com. It's like, why would I want you for business? Like, what business am I going to do? You've got 9 photos of you with your dog. one photo of you being like, got a new renovation in my bathroom today, but it's just them in a bikini standing in front of it, obviously. And then also one photo of them being married at the moment where they start crying. God, nothing is private anymore, is it? Everyone just fucking does it. I swear, like people just get married for the photos these days. I swear, people don't even care about the wedding anymore. So you know what I mean? It's like, oh, the ceremony was so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Did you get some good photos? I swear that's what it is these days. You know, but I don't even know. Like wedding hashtags. You know what I mean? It's good when they got like good names, but if they got like hard names, that's hard. If they've got like you know, if it like, because people always do like you know, like people always try and rhyme it with their name. But I mean, you know, yeah, I've seen some really horrible ones. The one I saw, what was the one I saw one time, and it made me want to like some of them are like really, really far fetched. It was like their name was like I can't think what it was, but it was just like you know, you see these wedding hashtags and you get what they're trying to do, but then you're just like, come on, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, but I tell you this though, the worst thing ever is when, I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just when the girl does. I mean, it's fine when the girl doesn't take the dude's name. It's kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a big. I mean, it's nice. It's just kind of like a bit of a bitch thing. I swear. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know, but it's like
so not progressive of you, James.
No, I know, I'm joking. Like it's definitely, it's cool if they don't take the name. I'm actually a fan of it, to be honest. But, you know, but it's just kind of funny. It's just kind of, because I know it's fine. Like I know that like obviously they're gonna have a conversation about it, and it's gonna be for whatever reason. It's because of like work or like, you know, they've got like, you know, they have their own business, whatever, so they want to keep their own last name or whatever like that, and that's fine. Like that's absolutely fine, of course. But like, I just like to think of it like the conversation goes like this, where they're just like, the man's like, well, you know, like our wedding's coming up soon. I can't wait for you to be my wife, and the woman's like, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to take your last name because I just fucking prefer mine. And he's like, oh, really? She's like, yeah. I'll tell you now. Imagine on the day. Imagine if like you could do the name change as like a surprise, and it was like a lottery. So like the wedding planner or whatever, the celebrant asked the person in private, like, will you take the name or not? Like they asked the lady, like, will you take the name, yes or no? Right. And like, imagine if on the day it was revealed to the dude whether they take the name or not. So like the wedding goes ahead, and then it's like there's a bit in the wedding where it's like, now we're going to find out whether the lady will take whether the lady will take the groom's name. And then it's like, here it is, and let's open the letter, and she's not. Oh. And then they get all butthurt about it. I don't know. Fuck. That was I thought that was really going to be really funny, and then I fucked it up. I just forgot where I was going because my cat was meowing at me, and it fucking threw me off. I can't even think what the punchline I was going to have for that, but it was going to be like, yeah, they find out on the day and then they get all pissed off. But I can't think. I had a good punchline and then I lost it anyway. So, but here's the thing: don't have a gender reveal party. Don't have one of those. Imagine getting dressed up to go to a gender reveal party. Like you have to put aside one whole day of your human life to go to a gender reveal party. Imagine. Oh, it's so.
Wow,
it's
what
just
is
so.
that?
A gender reveal party. Oh, so it's like when people, okay, because like they, you know, like people get pregnant and stuff, and then they have the baby, but like what they do is they have a party to like reveal to everybody else what the gender is, and usually they pop a balloon and like do the streamers come out with like blue or pink like confetti or whatever, or like, you know, like I saw one where like the dog came along and like the dog had to bite like a dog chew toy or a dog chew like treat, and then when the treat broke open, it had like the color of the inside of the treat was like the kid. So like the dog bit into the big bone and it fell apart, and there was like a pink inside. So everybody went crazy because it was like a girl or a boy, whatever like that. But like, what the fuck? Just why? Just wait until the day. Why doesn't everybody have to know? Oh, a gender. I found out what they were like. I found out what they were on Facebook. I saw like footage of one that like one of my friends had fucking been to and like filmed the bit where they popped the balloon and like all the confetti came out and everyone was like, yeah. But like, I seriously, I couldn't think of a word. Like, it's the biggest waste of money of all time. And imagine having imagine being born and then growing up and finding out your parents had a gender reveal party for you. I'd be so fucking pissed off. God, I would be pissed. Just wait. I'll tell you the best gender reveal party is just when the baby comes out and then there's the genitals there and you can go, oh, look, a girl or boy. It's just, and then just post it on Facebook. Like I said to, like, or don't also, but like I said like a while ago, I remember I was saying that like what I saw these people do this thing once and it fucking killed me. It was like this picture, like this picture of their baby fucking that it was seriously like honestly minutes old and they just took this photo of it and it's just completely nude and it was online within like not that long afterwards. And I'm like, fucking hell, like that baby's been around for like what, like literally an hour and it's dicks on the internet, dicks online. Within like, that's the kind of society we live in. Everyone's dicks online. You know, everybody sends pictures to each other now, stuff like that. It's, you know, but yeah, dicks online within 1 hour. So it's just nothing sacred anymore. But all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if you have a gender reveal party, I mean, just think about where you're at, is what I'm saying. Does it really need to happen? I imagine just like going to one and then like they do the bit where they pop it and everybody cheers. Like, imagine I just wouldn't cheer. Like, not because I don't like babies or anything like that. I'm happy for people to have babies and have a good time and have fun and stuff like that. But like, I just wouldn't cheer. Like, I don't know. And I'd hope they'd notice as well. I want them to notice that I wouldn't cheer. And when they ask me afterwards, I'd be like, I don't know. Just didn't feel like cheering. Just didn't feel right. That's what I'd say. The birth is really where it's at. That's what I'd say. For me, it's not about the gender. It's about new life. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say. And they couldn't say anything bad. Imagine. Okay, here it is. I've got it. If I had a gender reveal party, if my girlfriend gets pregnant or whatever one day, we're not planning on it, but you know, but if it and then we had to have a gender reveal party, this is what I'd do. I'd invite every fucking person that I know, and I'd have them come along, and I'd build it right up, and then I'd be like, I'd get the balloon to pop it to show the blue or pink like confetti, but I'd pop it and just have white confetti and be like, not telling, and then just fucking. Then just be like, everyone shouldn't have come. Like, why? But then I mean, that's the thing. It's like, people love that kind of shit. People love stuff like that. Just and again, like just mainly for the footage, I guess. You know, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. At gender reveal parties, I draw the line. I just draw the fucking line. Like engagement parties, sweet. You know, weddings obviously are really good. I mean, I get around a good wedding, birthdays, fucking, you know. Baby showers, obviously. Even just like meet the baby parties or something like that. But like, you know. But I guess you can't tell with some babies, like whether they're a boy or a girl sometimes. Like the real new babies, like the really young ones. You can't kind of tell sometimes, can you? Until you just can't tell. But like if someone's got a baby and the baby's there, you have to say it's a beautiful baby. You have to say, you can't not say that. Like you just have to say, oh, or he or she's such a beautiful baby. Oh, what a beautiful baby. You can't say, if it's ugly, you can't say it's not beautiful. Like, if it's an ugly baby, you just have to say it's beautiful either way. You can't say to someone like, oh, geez, your baby's a bit ugly. But it might grow out of it. Who knows? It's only young. You can't call a baby ugly. If you call the baby ugly, that's, you know, because you see some fucking little ugly babies getting around. But then they always grow out of it. They like, I'm not saying like, I'm just saying they like, it's like all babies are beautiful. Like I love babies. Like don't get me wrong. They're all great. They're all just full of life and brand new and stuff like that, you know? But like some of them just look fucked shit, but like they just look all, cause they're just so little, like they look all, but some of them look great. Like some babies, look, some little baby dudes are handsome as shit. And I get jealous. I'm like, fucking hell, you're just, you know what I mean? Like, you're already handsome at the age of 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Imagine what, or like, I don't, you look at something, you're like, fuck yeah, like you're going to be like a, a sporty person or whatever like that. But then you look at some of them and you just don't know. Like that's the thing. You don't want to like say, oh, that, because it doesn't work like that. You see some baby photos of people when they were young and they grow up and they look all right, but then you see some baby photos of people when they were young and then you see them when they're older and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I get it. No, that's fucked. No, it's not fucked.
What
I'm not
about
picking
what
on
about the
anyone.
other way? What about when you see like a real cute baby, but then later in life it's just fucked up?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's life's cruel. No. I mean, no. I mean, like, well, I don't know, because I don't know. Like, I mean, because yeah, I don't know. It's just so unpredictable. You see some people as babies and they don't look anything like they look when they're an adult at all, and then you see some people as babies and they look exactly like they do, like when they're an adult. You see them as a baby and you go, oh yeah, fuck, I get it. I get, I get that. I get that. I get that you were that. I get that you were that little baby. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, babies are fucked. Babies are fucking good. I like babies, but I don't really have the instinct to have one or whatever. But they're fucking good. But then like I do have a cat. My first actual pet that I've ever owned. I got her like 3 months ago, and she just like it just fucking blows me out that they're just like, you think about it, they're just this little animal that like, it's just a fucking animal. Like they're good, like no, but they're great. Like they're amazing. I'm not saying animals aren't great. They're awesome, but like they just like, it blows me out the shit that they know. Like it just, they know what you like. They know they have like a schedule and shit, and they know like when to fucking, they know like when to hit you up for food. What do you think that's dumb? Like they're just like four-legged furry thing, and they're just like, oh, dinner time. like my cat knows it's dinner time. It comes out, it's like, yeah, meows at me like, okay. Or it comes in the morning, like really early, once a morning, just to like wake me up. And I always feed it biscuits and it leaves me alone. Like it's like 5 a.m. and I'm just used to it now. I just get up and fucking feed it. But like it'll come up and hop up on the bed. But sometimes if I'm pretending, okay, here's the fucking thing, Lance, that ruins me about this, right? If I pretend I'm asleep, because I always wake up, I'm the lightest sleeper ever. If I pretend I'm asleep and my cat comes in to the room, right? Like, because sometimes I'm annoyed as hell that it comes in at like 5 a.m. It pushes the door open and comes in. Sometimes I'm fine with it, but sometimes I'm a little bit annoyed. I get a little bit annoyed, which whatever. But like I'll just pretend I'm asleep sometimes. And she jumps up on the bed and she puts her face like so close to my face to check. And I swear to God on my life, she like, if she knows I'm awake, she'll just roll the dice and meow and start like just standing there and meowing next to me on the bed until I get up. Or she'll get annoyed and like that I haven't got up yet and just start walking around the room and like doing shit, right? But if I pretend I'm asleep and she buys that I'm asleep, she'll kind of just go like, and just go down and walk out and just come back in like an hour. What the fuck? That's intelligent as. She's like, oh, no chance here. How? It's like, I don't even know. The intelligence of animals blows me out. It really does. But I love being a cat dad. It's the best. I never thought it'd be that good, but it's real good. It's really good. Na 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 na. What's that song?
I
Na
have
na
no
na na na
idea.
na 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 na. Fucking killing it. Is that what he says in the bit in the middle? Na
I don't know that song.
na 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 na. Drilling it. Is that what he says? Drilling it.
What's the song?
I don't know. Is that a remix I'm thinking of? Na 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 na.
Could be a
Fuck.
James original.
No, that's definitely a thing. I'm sure that's a thing. And then, but I don't know. I just was singing that for no reason today, and I don't even know if that's the thing. Because there's that bit where it's like na 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 na, and then in the bit in the middle where it's like, I'm fucking drilling it. But I feel is that what it is? I'm fucking drilling it. I'm fucking drilling it. I don't even know if that's what it is. But anyway, I was singing it. So that's how life goes. What about Will Smith? I mean, I know I spoke about him before and everything like that, but he's good. He's good as fuck. I mean, he just goes off all the time on his Instagram. But what about when he just corrects himself? He's like, excuse me, Will-ennium. Or just corrects himself when he's talking about the fucking millennium. Oh, excuse me, Will-ennium. Imagine having to correct yourself. So that's such an arrogant thing to say. I mean, I know he's really good. Like, I know he's a big famous actor and stuff, and he kills it. And he rapper and shit. Like, he was on like a talk show recently. And one of the people said, "Oh, can you do the words from fucking Miami or whatever?" And he rapped the whole thing from memory. He probably hasn't thought about that for shit for years. You know, that's how famous he is. You know, you're famous as fuck when you can just be like, just turn on your Instagram story and be like, "Listen up, everybody," and then he just says whatever, and it just gets fucking everyone. Then it just gets reposted to YouTube. It's like, you know, it'll just be him being like, "Listen up, I had $10 when I was 9, and now I got millions," or something like that. But like, you know, it's like, you know, I don't know. Like, he'll just say that. He'll just rant, and then it will get put on YouTube and by someone will upload it, and it will get like 3 million views, and it'll be like the video will be called like, "Listen to this video if you want to change your life," or something. And it's just like, but it's just Will Smith with something he did. That's when you know you're so famous. Like, that level of like fame. I think he's good. He's good. He's fucking good, isn't he? But I mean, look, he's fucking good, and like he's just probably. I mean, look, he's famous but he's just. Because you know those like mega famous people where it's like set in stone famous, like David Bowie level famous, like, you know, that where you're just like, oh, they're just fucking famous, as like they're crazy famous. Michael Jackson, like those people, he's not there, but he's fucking up there. But you know, it hasn't really. I mean, I don't know, what's it been, 20 years, 2020. It hasn't really been a Will-ennium. I mean, he's done about 4 movies. He started strong, rap. Did a rap album and then like heaps of movies. But he did fucking I Am Legend or whatever. I like that movie. That was good. But yeah, I don't know if he, like these days, because that was on the song. He's like, "Excuse me, Will-ennium," like corrects himself. I don't know. I don't know if he could do that anymore. Like if he was at like a dinner party and he's like, "Will-ennium, oh, excuse me." And then it stops the room. He's like, "Excuse me, Will-ennium." And everyone's like, "Eh." No one would do that anymore. They'd be like, "Ah, yeah, Will." You know. But yeah, it's if anything, it's been, you know, even I don't know. It hasn't been a Will-ennium. That's all I'm saying. But you know, but he still kills it. That guy. I love him. But I just think I know I've mentioned it before. Do you reckon he just ever thinks his son's just fucking? Do you reckon he ever just goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake," when his son does shit? His son's cool as fuck, but I mean, I don't know, man. Nothing like, I don't know. It's sick, but like, he's like a rapper, and then he got like Will Smith out on stage at Coachella, and Will Smith, dude, the crowd was going crazy for Jaden Smith, but then Will Smith came out, and the crowd went fucking bananas, like bananas for this guy, and he's like 50, dude, and he looks like he's fucking 3. It looks like he's like 23. You know, remember when he was in Men in Black and with Tommy Lee Jones? Is it Tommy Lee Jones? Is that the guy? That's the actor, and he was just so cool, man. Like.
Remember
that role. Oh yeah, and they just I remember, God, it was like, "Here comes a man in black," and then he would just rap and fucking, yeah, that bit was, Tommy Lee Jones was so out of his depth with that bit with the song. He would have been like, "You handle that bit," because he's such a method actor and shit. But honestly though, yeah, he's awesome. Will Smith is just the coolest dude, man. But anyway, I don't even know where this came from. It's just because I was listening to that. I'm drilling it. I swear that's him that put that bit in the middle. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone could tell me I'm wrong. I'm fucking drilling it. I'm fucking drilling. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, what about when you go to JB Hi-Fi and all the staff just don't fucking care? But I mean, like, it's either. I mean, look, it's either. They either fucking love it so much or they just don't give a shit. That's the thing about JB Hi-Fi, is the staff are either like, "Oh," when you ask them something like, "Hey man, where's the cameras at?" "Oh," that's what they say. And they've got like fucking purple hair and they just got like 1,000 tattoos. "Oh," they're just coming off a fucking bender or something. "Yeah, man." Or they're just the nicest human beings in the entire planet, and they're just so into it. They're like, "Yeah, dude, straight up." But it's never like, they always talk like that. They're like, you go in there and you'll be like, "Hey man, I'm just looking for the fucking laptops," and they'll be like, "Oh, fucking oath, man, just over there." That's how they serve. And it's not like it's bad service, like it's good. and they just got like a sleeve that's got like a Pokemon in it or something. You know what I mean? Like they've got like a gaming sleeve. Oh, people that get those tattoos, man. Yeah, it's a gaming sleeve, dude. Everyone that has those, where they'll have like all the games that meant so much to them, and there'll be like, Sonic the Hedgehog in there. Then like fucking there'll be like, a scene from like Metal Gear Solid, and a fucking, I don't know, like Skyrim bit and stuff, and it's a sleeve that goes all the way to the top. Usually those people are Nintendo fans for sure. But those people all work at JB Hi-Fi. If you have a Zelda tattoo, you have to work at JB Hi-Fi. Like fucking. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the most JB Hi-Fi thing in the world. You know how like they have those lanyards, going out afterwards and having a beer with the lanyard still dangling out of your pocket. Oh man, the amount of people I've seen doing that. Yeah, just working at JB in Chadston, man. But here's the thing. I love it how they just fucking, when you're like, can you do a better price on that TV? And they're like, I'll see what I can do. And they just like get that little thing out. They use the pen for, like the little mobile device they use the pen for. And they're like, dut, 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 like that. And they're like, I can do this price. That's the fuzzy. If they're doing you any favors there, like they've just pressed on the fucking thing. As if they're doing you any favors they've not done before. Like, I hate that. It's not that, like, they're like, oh, okay, look, I never usually do this, but dude, I'm just going to give you a massive discount. Like, as if they're doing that. Like, they make you feel like they're doing that when they just give that price to fucking everyone who asks. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about JB Hi-Fi, right? This is the thing that gets me the most, is like, their fucking catalogs are like, oh my God, their catalogs are like, JB Hi-Fi's fucking nuts. Like, it's always JB Hi-Fi's crazy sales. And then it's just like, we're insane. Like in those explosion little graphics, like little things written in that. We're nuts. What are we doing? Like that. It says that on the pages. Like, lowest price ever. How do we do it? How are we going to manage? Like the prices are so gnarly. And then you fucking go in there and it's like, JB Hi-Fi's 2-day end of year bonanza sale. Fucking crazy prices. Biggest sale of all time. Too nuts to talk about. Don't tell your friends. We're going to go bankrupt. We're fucked. And then you go in there and it's like $8 off cameras, like $15 off TVs. Like, where do they get this from? Their sales are never any good. But anyway, I don't know. That's the point I wanted to make about JB Hi-Fi. Their sales are always like, JB Hi-Fi's massive fucking mid-year sale. And you go in there's like streamers and confetti and like the staff are dressed up in like special edition like yellow t-shirts that says like sale across them. And then they put like those sale like police streamer lines across everything. Like when the police like cordon things off and they put like the line. They do that, but in JB Hi-Fi, but on the products. And then it's like 5% off. And I just shit.
I always hate handing over like when you buy a CD in there, I hate going to the counter and handing the CD over because I feel like they're definitely judging me, my preference.
Dude, they always, if you buy a CD and then you got to go get the CD, they just think you're definitely stealing or trying to steal. Why do I feel so guilty Oh man, one of my friends, like I won't mention who it was, but like when I was younger, he like used to do this thing where he'd go to we used to go to Sanity, and he'd go and do the fucking. He'd go and do like the real, like he'd go to the new CDs that had the expensive like $25.99 stickers on them, and he'd just put it in his hand and then go over to like the fucking. Oh no! He'd go to the cheap CDs and get the sticker and then put it on the new CDs and take it up there. And I remember like I just remember, I don't know, this is so dumb while I'm talking. I don't know why I'm talking about this now, but whatever. But he'd get like, I just remember his little hand beside him, just it was like curved in with like the sticker on it. Just like standing there, like pretending to like, because like he's not the kind of guy that like you'd really like. He's a bit of like, he's not the kind of guy that you associate that stuff with. And he was just doing it because his friends would do it. But just watching him peek out and like having his hand like sort of like in an L shape to hide the sticker. Then he put it on the expensive brand new albums and take it up to the front cover, and the staff would just be like, "No, this can't be right. This can't be right. We've got to check this out," because it was like the early 2000s. Their checking systems were fucking bogus as shit. And so like they'd just be like, "No, we this must be wrong. We can't have done this." And it must be. Look, people would do, like, they would take it up and be like, "Yeah, just this one, please," and then be like, "Oh no, that's what it said." When it's like a brand new album that came out like 2 days ago and it's $4.95, and it's like it used to say bargain rack on the fucking sticker. I mean, God, man, like when you were young, the shit you used to get away with, you used to think that you thought you were getting away with. Like I said in the previous podcast, like you'd go to the number one thing was like going to like a person's house for a house party that you're going to sleep over, and then you'd have a backpack on when you were 16, and then the parents would be like, "What's in your backpack?" And you'd just be like, "Oh, blankets." "Oh, just like my clothes, man, for tomorrow." As if what do you think's in it? Seriously, six passion fruit pear, six vodka cruisers, blue ones. So then your face, it would just look fucking terrible. Imagine, oh man, the shit you used to think you get away with. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, yeah. How funny is it when like everyone had like one friend that fucking was just drinking when they were like 14, and you just were like, whoa, man. You know? You thought that was so cool, and now I just think, fucking hell, like, your parents were loose letting you do that. That's what I think now at my age. This is when you know you're getting old. I'd be like, I wouldn't let my kid do that. That's when you know you're getting old. Oh, when you're like, one of my mates used to just drink and fight when he was like 14, and he had like a beard and like underarm hair and shit, and I had no hair on my face, barely any underarm hair. That's when you knew. The earlier you got underarm hair, the earlier you fucking got pissed as. That's what it is. But anyway, yeah, he used to just do, when we were 14, he'd roll out to parties with a carton. With a carton. When he was 14. I mean, who's affording that? Because I couldn't. It'd be just roll up. I mean, and then that's when you know you're getting old. Because I think about that sometimes. I'm like, fuck, if I was his dad, I would have been like, no way. And that's how you know you're getting old. Because, oh, man. But yeah. Anyway, that's pretty good, I think. Probably going to leave that there. So, thanks for listening again. And if you guys subscribe, please, that'd be great on YouTube. And we're looking at getting Spotify soon, which is great. It's gonna be awesome. And so you better listen with your phone closed. Unless you got YouTube Premium, then I think you can listen to your phone closed with YouTube Premium, I think. So get around that. But anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be, this is episode 6, that'll be episode 7. Okay. See you around.